We have Pawan with us, who is a chartered accountant and an MBA graduate from IIM Ahmedabad. Great to have you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. Uh, I would like to straight dive into the rather address the elephant in the room. When people talk about finance, they generally have a perception of somebody who is an investment banker, somebody who is a private equity guy, or somebody who
Right.
is into the stock market world. I myself am a financial controller. I was working at Goldman Sachs for about 10 years as a financial controller, and I'm not an investment banker. With this premise, just share some thoughts on this note. Where are you right now in your career? What are the problems that you're solving, and are those investment banking problems?
Yeah, I think very relevant question in today's time at least. So I'm at a very interesting intersection of my life, wherein I am the product finance AI product finance guy. So you must be wondering what is this AI product
exactly.
bracket my finance.
Correct.
So I get the context of finance plus a deep understanding of product and product philosophy and AI, and that is where I think the market is heading. That today there is so much demand for somebody who understand a particular context, that there are new roles that are started to emerge in the market. And this is where I am today, that even I was never an investment banker. I was FC for a very short stint of my time, but today I am doing everything in finance using AI and the product philosophy. And just to give you uh, like what's going in the market today. Okay, so there is a lot of demand for somebody who has deep context, who can use AI and deploy things at scale. Okay, and this is where I am. So I'm leading the AI product for finance across the Adani Group companies. So we have about 42 businesses. 4,000 bank accounts. Just to give you a perspective, like 3.5 lakh crores in borrowings. Okay, about 800 legal entities. And as you see, I'm not a banker, neither am I a controller, but I am the most sought out person across the Adani finance community, that, okay, if we want to solve something using AI for the hardest of tasks, then it's Pawan that we have to reach out to.
So basically, setting up context, asking the right questions is the mood when it comes to talking to technology or integrating, products with the requests.
So it's like you have to marry the business requirements.
Correct.
Using product philosophies and AI to show an application which drives business value. Okay, so I think each element is important today. Like you are just not people are not going to pay you for using AI. You have to show tangible business case, business outcome, which is meaningfully linked to value creation. And this is where the market is heading, that like we are not at the stage where people are in that experimentation mode. The market is at a stage where they know that, okay, AI is going to stay, and can I link this to a tangible value creation? And that is where the bucks are flowing.
And you're on the driving seat there.
Yeah, so very rightly said, on the driving seat, but it's a very bumpy road.
Fair enough.
Like few days we have free falls, few days there are high swings. So that's how that's how the market is. Yeah.
Fair enough. So before this, could you tell us where you were before, getting into an MBA? What kind of job were you in?
So if I have to tag one role, then I would label myself as a corporate audit specialist. Okay.
Okay.
So I was with one of the big fives for the longest stint of my career so far. That was my pre-MBA. Post-MBA, soon after my college, from IIMA, I got into a corporate strategy, oblique chief of staff role. So that kind of helped me a lot. Like for 2 years, I understood how a business essentially works. So I was leading the non-aero digital strategy for Adani Group, Adani Airports to be precise. that's where I understood what are the different levers, how the functions interact with each other, where are the black spots, where what are the black spots that a function really comes with, what needs to be, how you need to tackle them.
Correct.
So the first 2 years were on the corporate strategy and chief of staff side of things, and then I made a pivot that now made a pivot to the product side of things, specifically around finance, because so corporate strategy and chief of staff roles gives you a overall view of the org. Then it comes like, how do you start going deeper? So I already had finance, which was I had a very strong goal.
Correct.
The idea was that can I deeply get into another function without leaving finance?
Without leaving finance.
That was the criteria. So that's how I narrowed down. Okay, given 2 saal ho gaye in strategy and chief of staff role now, let's get down to a deeper role. And that's where I shortlisted, okay, product with finance around AI is something is going to be of relevance in the next 10 years.
What made you think about an MBA? Was it this, getting into a business corporate strategy side where you actually get to know the start and end of a business? As you pointed out, you've gotten to know a lot of business language and how a business functions, which may or may not be too easy to get as a corporate or a statutory auditor in a short period of time. So was that a lever, or what went through your mind when you thought of come on, let's think of an MBA?
So when you get into an MBA college, the end goal is to lead a business. That's the ultimate end goal. Like corporate strategy, corporate finance, marketing, or consulting, that could be a starting point. Okay, somewhere like the aspiration is always that, okay, there is an X business, I want to drive it. Okay, and you find means and paths of reaching there, trying to make you the most suitable candidate when the board is choosing the hat for a CEO role. Okay, so that was the aspiration, like any other, but the paths could be different. Like a couple of friends of mine took the consulting part, strategy consulting, but I was okay. I want to stay on the strategy side of things, but I want to experience a business deeply. Okay, so I took a slightly diverse path, and with an optionality that can I get into more adjacent roles. So let's say today I label myself as a transformation guy.
Correct.
Okay, who is transforming using technology, a very traditional function.
Correct. Fair
okay.
enough.
So yeah, to answer your question, the ultimate goal remains that, okay, you want to be that business guy. Okay, but everybody has different career trajectory and aspirations, which ultimately somewhere converges towards the end. Okay, who is going to be the head of the business?
Correct. And could you talk to us a little bit more about what change do you see in yourself when you had gotten into an MBA, when you got out of it, and 4 or 5 years down the line when you're into a business function role and you've transitioned to a transformation guy now? Are there key aspects around how do you deal with people? How do you look at finance just in general? Are there processes that sort of work in a
very
way?
Interesting. I got the essence of the question. Yeah, I think prior to joining MBA, I was more of on the right side of my brain, more of a number cruncher. You asked me the number to the second to decimal, I could tell it.
100%.
But I think, and again, this was my first college experience. Okay, and this is where I interacted with such a diverse batch. Okay, and that is where I think the perspective change as to how each of us look at things in a different way. So I think this was the first time I came across the engineers as such. Okay. I had a very different opinion, I would say, prior to joining MBA. But post joining, I sense that they see things very differently. The way they solve a problem is very different than what a CA does.
Right.
Okay. So I think what really changed in me during the journey is that one is like the more I spoke to people, more my horizon started expanding. And this is what I recommend to everyone, that you have such a diverse batch, that do spend time, at least hour or two, at least with each one of them trying to understand journeys, where they are coming from, what has been their learning experiences. Okay, and this is where I think the MBA adds the biggest value. That you start to look things from very different angle, very different perspectives, and where the people are coming from, and that is something which is very important. Okay, and if I have to just reflect on my MBA journey, like I was like, okay, I have finance, but I want to experience the other anything apart from finance. So I took a lot of electives which were around marketing, ops, tried to keep my finance as low as possible. I've been doing it day in, day out. I was like, okay, I don't want to just get into finance electives. And this is where I think PGPX offers this great option that you can explore, you can curate your journey, you can see where you want to focus really upon and where you want to take it easy. Okay. And yeah, so I think one is appreciating where a person is coming from, much more understanding, I would call, because this is what my Cindy taught me as part of, like, okay, be much more accommodative, much more persuasive, much more influencing. Okay. And towards the end of things, I would say 2 years down the line, even much more empathic. So I think both my marriage and somewhere PGPX had a role. I started to become much more empathic with people. Okay.
Was PGPX more relevant or the marriage, or that's not a topic that we would want to
I think very
touch base
interesting
upon
topic.
here?
So I think higher attribution would be for my wife.
Fair enough.
Marriage had a higher attribution, like how a man becomes much more empathetic towards a situation or towards the people. So PGPX did play this role, but it was more on persuading, influencing, making how you get this in to still do the job when everyone is like already almost done.
Correct.
Yeah, this term has to no matter
and
what.
then we learn a lot of persuasion from the spouses as well. That's how we, when we see them getting, when we see ourselves getting persuaded is when we...
No, yes, you see yourself getting convinced.
Yeah.
So you're not been pursued. Trust me, my friend, like you're there in that room and there just to get convinced.
Fair enough.
Okay. And that's how you learn the trade. And then you apply it.
And PGPX just complemented on it.
Yeah. I think that was the starting journey, and then like starting journey, and then the moonshot comes. That was the marriage.
Fair enough. So, Pawan, both of us are, CAs. Can you talk to us a little bit about, how an MBA has complemented your CA qualification and the other way around as well?
Right.
And where do you think each one of them added value?
See, I think this is very interesting question. Okay, and the answer totally, it depends. As you must be taught, like
classic. That's what we're being taught here.
Yeah. But I think like context 4 years out of the college, I will be able to add like how it really depends. You must be hearing day in day out. Correct. Study might depends. It depends.
Correct.
And then you will be like, yeah, of course, depend. What are we here for? Okay, but I think very interesting question. Okay. So see, it really depends on the choice of role that you get into. Okay. So if I have to take your own example, let's say if you had to stick on the FC side of things, or if I have to remain as a corporate auditor, okay, MBA, we wouldn't have required MBA. Okay.
Fair enough.
But in my today's role where I am marrying product, technology with finance, I think this is where it becomes a complementary skill. Okay. So it's really like how do you really make the most of your MBA? So it's on the user. Okay, so it depends on the user that where he wants to head, and then upon he is the one who will really decide whether an MBA is warranted for the role or not. Okay, let's say somebody is coming from a data analyst background. Okay, so if the outgoing role is data scientist, it would have been a better of doing something else rather than an MBA college. Okay, but let's say if he pivots to a product role, okay, this is when MBA helps.
Fair enough.
Or if a data scientist is data engineer to data scientist. So I think you are getting.
No, I get.
Or like let's say somebody is moving from ops role to a BD role, business development role, or getting into a consulting role. This is where I think MBA helps, because you are using it as a complement skill. Okay, so you have done the operations, you are a hardcore operator. That polishedness MBA has given you, and you are getting into a much more, I would say that both suited roles. Okay,
correct.
So it's really it depends on the user that if you are using MBA as a complement or it gets a redundant skill basis the role that you decide on.
And do you think every CA should think about doing an MBA, or that is what actually you just answered? It depends on where he or she is looking.
At least in today's time, I would say that one is every CA has to do 2 degrees after CA as well. Like not 2 degrees, but something like a strong grip on the business. If you want to be if you see yourself as in a business role. Okay. Technomaster. Technology is like technology is like, at least I have learned coding post my MBA college. As a CA.
That's really interesting.
You won't expect I can't write a Python code. Okay. Or I'm writing SQL queries. Okay. But that's something which is, I made a choice that, okay, do I want to really stay in the finance CFO track, traditional CFO track, or do I want to move where the market is heading? Okay. So, ek to MBA, I would say, it depends what your aspiration are. Okay. Technology, at least you have to do some decent certifications that you should be technologically literate. Okay. I'm not expecting that आप जाके कुछ get into a different track, but itna आना चाहिए that you cross the baseline.
And Pawan, looking back, 4 to 5 years now, after an MBA, what has stayed with you for so long? What is your key takeaway that still lives with you, that you probably learned, with your Cindy mates or in a classroom, which somehow is still getting applied in your...
No, I think something which struck with me is still stuck in my head, and I think which will remain all throughout my life with me is Elephants and Cheetahs by Saral Mukherjee. I think the course has not hit you yet.
Yeah, it hasn't
yet. It's like in term 3 or term 4. So it will come later towards the elective side of things. I think as a professor, I think Saral Mukherjee is a performer. So he's not going to teach you ops. Okay. There will be philosophy, there will be operations, and then you see a magician just performing. You are just amused with the class. It's like the class runs, it extends, it goes till 2 hours, but you will just love it. Like, what's happening? This is mind blowing. We never thought that as an optics. And you must be wondering, aisa kya hai?
Yeah, exactly.
So, as a precursor, I would say that you will get to know that IIMA has a soul. Okay. And it's a living organism. He will prove you in the class that how every organization is a living body. There is a system. People might change, but the system still works. Okay. And as the course progresses, he starts comparing every organization's DNA, I would call. Not DNA, but its characteristics with an animal. So you will get to know that McDonald's is an elephant. Zara is XYZ animal. Okay. But for that, you have to take a selective. I think that's the beauty of it. So it's like a two-way street. Like if you are able to grab it and you are able to apply it, you are making the most of it. Okay. Most of the class. If you think that it's a philosophy, if you get into that zone, then you might not find it useful. So I think that is one elective which is still that's something still struck in my head. Yeah, Elephant Cheetahs. I think that is like a must. Like
I don't think we should be revealing this to everybody. Everybody would jump onto Elephants and Cheetahs, but yeah, this is actually a very valuable one. I think some of us or most of us will actually think about.
So it's not an operations class. Trust me, it's not operations. If you think your operations पढ़ाया जाएगा, वो नहीं होगा. There will be everything apart from ops. Ops होगा बीच में, but you will be like, like I don't know, like how he has bundled, how he has like वो कहाँ फैल गया, मिल गया.
Okay, let's just shift gears a little bit. Let's just go back to thinking about who are probably the folks who are listening to or watching this podcast. there may be three kinds. This is what I
Right.
think. There may be three kinds of
Right.
people listening to this or watching this. One, from an MBA standpoint, one who is probably thinking about getting an MBA.
Mm-hmm.
Second, they're in their preparation stage.
Right.
Third, somebody has gotten in but is still a little bit maybe nervous, apprehensive, questioning.
Yeah.
Considering PGPX course is the one where you leave your job.
Yeah.
You have certain work ex. So even after getting into an MBA, you may still be thinking about whether to actually get into it
again,
or no.
I think very, very
So
relevant.
what would your thoughts be to these three kinds?
So on the first person, I would say somebody who is thinking, I would say it's a must. Somebody who is preparing, I would say just focus on that journey. Don't worry about like कौन सी college में होगा कितना क्या आएगा. Just worry on the score, strengthening your profile, trying to make the cut. ठीक है. That is what you need to worry about. And somebody who is thinking IIMA or not or some other course, ठीक है. I would say like I don't think there is a more powerful brand, at least in the country, than IIMA. So I would strongly recommend. Okay. And Akash, I would say like again, the essence that I'm getting is that there is always a worry. That there is always a worry. Like
it just keeps
and I have
shifting.
been in that phase. Like GRE हुआ, then which college? Okay. Then IIMA, even after IIMA got converted, I was like, is this the right college? Should I look for some other college? Okay. Where we got into the college, then we were worried more about placements. Placements हुई, the next promotion. So I think that's the vicious circle of life that people tend to worry more about the outcome, and they stop enjoying somewhere the journey of it. Okay, so you should like at least I'm like 40% through my life. Okay, and this has been a hard learning that enjoy the journey is what I realize now, that don't worry about outcome. And what are you really like worried about? Like, see, if you're preparing for GRE, GMAT, even if the outcome is not as per your expectation, the education will never go in vain. So So GMAT will teach you a lot of other skills.
Reading between the lines,
critical thinking, cognitive ability. You can put a range to it. Okay. So more importantly, I would say to this question that okay, first you start believing in yourself. Okay, because you have so many success stories around it. Second is stop worrying it, start enjoying the journey, try to give your best. Okay, because life doesn't stop till MBA. Like there is life after it. You have like 60% to be spent. The worry keeps shifting. Today you are worried about MBA, then job, then family. It's just that the positioning changes. And somewhere I feel like the best examples who have been able to break this vicious cycle is the professors themselves here. So think about them, like they could have made much more money staying outside. Okay, they could have be heading these issues of the boats. Okay, but they choose their passion. Look at Pingali. Every time he comes to the class, the energy is same.
The energy is same. He's so passionate. Yeah.
It's just he is doing something which he loves. Look at Sarah. Look at Devjit. Many other. It's an endless list. It's one thing which is in common is like they have followed their passion. They are doing something which they love, and somewhere like they have been able to break that wheel. Okay.
No, correct.
Let me do something which I love. Everything is secondary. And I think, today, like, I don't know how many of the viewers will be able to relate it, but after a point in time, at least you will be in that zone. Okay,
I need to do something that I love.
X% is done of my life. I'm here only for the Y number of years. Okay, let me do something which I love. Which I enjoy. Yeah.
That is an interesting take actually on the professors when you come to think of it.
Yeah, just think about them. Yeah,
like, there's so much that that is out there. For each one of them.
Yeah,
and
they are still choosing their passion of teaching. And trust me, like at least in the Indian society, not many can do that.
No, fair enough.
You don't see many people choosing arts, literature.
Correct.
There is a reason to it. Because you are at a stage where like the society is driving your decisions rather than you going through your passions.
So let's come to the context of technology and AI, taking over,
Right.
every industry, every individual's life as well. And, we keep looking at these questions circulating around, social media, LinkedIn, newspapers, televisions.
Yeah.
In this day and age of AI, is an MBA still relevant? Any thoughts? Any thoughts on you? Because
Yeah.
you're there. You're at the
See,
crossroads of technology and
yeah, I think
your core.
again
So
I can share my perspective.
yeah,
It won't be right or wrong. that
depends.
the user has to decide. Yeah, it depends. uh, it's about see, AI was always there. It's not something new. The Gen AI has kind of democratized it. So today everybody has an app on their
Correct.
phone, and Gen AI is helping you to get the answers. Predictive modeling or statistics, these are
They were
very
always-
old concepts, and they have always been used. Okay? They were being used for very traditional industries.
Correct.
Like say even before AI was the buzzword, we did use for our operation and maintenance predictive modeling. We had a lot of data using modeling, predictive modeling to see the outcomes. Okay, it's just that the AI has Gen AI, generative
Gen AI.
AI, has kind of has made it a wildfire. Okay, and now that everybody is using it, everybody is concerned whether it's going to replace me.
Correct.
But to give a perspective here, I would say that see, like whenever a technology advancement comes, there are certain jobs which will always get eliminated. But if you see, there will be new jobs that will be created, and the delta is always higher. Like if you see net, only more jobs will get created. Okay, it's just that जो entry level layer होता है, that might get automated. Okay, but there will be certain new skills, there will be certain new challenges that will always be needed.
Come to think of it, you're an example of that, right?
Yeah, this has been an opportunity. Like I couldn't
Maybe
think
10
about.
years down the line, maybe there were no roles where, or rather less number of
there were
roles
no
where
roles.
there were no roles for a
This, yeah. My particular role has emerged only in last 2 years.
2 years.
Okay, and this is where the market is shifting. Like let's speak about forward deployed engineers. 2 years back, never has anyone heard about them. Okay, but a role has emerged, and similarly, I think the roles that are going to get created with AI has just started. Think about like today the market is heading at deploying agents. Has just started deploying agents.
Correct.
Now, once the agents reaches a scale, there will be new challenges that gets developed.
Fair enough.
The cost starts shooting up, token cost.
Correct.
Okay. The reliability starts. The user will always be worried. Okay. Whether the agent is giving the right output or not.
Correct.
There will always be governance challenges. Okay.
Governance is a massive one.
It will be a
100%.
challenge.
Yeah, it will be a
Okay.
challenge.
Similarly, if I have to go slightly deeper, there would be gateway challenges. Today you are managing APIs. Tomorrow you have to manage these agents. Okay.
Correct.
So I have just called you like 6-7 roles which are going to get created, are like almost are already created, but in some form and shape they are not been called so. Okay, which will emerge out of AI. So yes, my take is there will be certain jobs which will get redundant. Okay, but the new jobs that are going to get created will be much more powerful. Okay, where the humans will start managing AI. Okay, I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, no, it does. And I think probably where an MBA kind of then fits
Yeah, I think
into is
see, you will always need somebody to run the business. I don't think at any point in time, see, end of the day, a business is owned by an individual. He will trust an individual more than the technology. So technology can always be an enabler.
As an enabler. Correct.
As an enabler or accelerator. Okay. It can never replace the human who is doing it, because see, agents can't give you that comfort. Okay, there are many other things. Human psychology is very difficult.
Correct.
You need that comfort.
And you need that. You need that.
Yeah. If I have to tell about my own conglomerate, I don't think Gautam Bhai would be relying on a agent CEO to run his business.
Correct.
Okay, he will expect his CEOs, okay, you use technology agents as much as you can, but accountability will be of a human. So that is where I think MBA will always be of relevance. Wherever there is business, wherever there is money, okay, wherever there is economy, okay, free economy, you will always need a guy to run it. And that's where MBA fits in. So regardless of the technology, I'm telling you.
I just feel so good listening to this because this is a question that keeps on running in everybody's mind, even though we are here, most of us
So
are
I think,
here.
given your course, like where you are doing your MBA using AI, okay, you have to make sure that how well you are able to extract the most of the learning experience using AI as an enabler. Okay. It would be stupid on your part that if you're not using AI to help you with your day-to-day curriculums, okay, you have to use it because this is what the market is expecting you to do. Okay. Nobody is going to pay you tomorrow if you don't use AI. The market expects you to use AI efficiently to deliver a much better outcome at a much faster timeline. Okay. And I think, and given the spread of IIM, I think this is one technology which will help you at least cover what most of the previous generation couldn't do. Okay, you can go with a very solid understanding of business. Okay, using AI.
Along with the technology that comes.
Yeah. You have, and see, it's like, you are like, let's think like if you go 20 years back, okay, when there were no laptops, the MBAs would have been on pen and paper.
Correct.
Today you are using laptops. Okay. Then it came the digital era. Today your model is on web.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Now it's the AI era.
Okay. All of these are enabler, as you pointed out.
These are enablers.
And they just elevate your learning experience. They give you more opportunities of learning things probably in a more better way, more faster way. And then it's upon the individual to actually use it in the most positive and right way.
I would say more creative way.
More creative way.
Because today what people are still discovering ways of how to make the best of AI. Okay, the market is, there's no defined part कि इसको ऐसे ही use कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. So you have to be creative. First, the user has to know his problem statements. Okay, then see if technology can solve for it. ठीक है. And then try to deliver the same outcome in a much better and efficient way.
No, this is interesting. I think.
But to answer your question, like wherever there is business, okay, wherever there is money, wherever PNL comes into picture, you will need humans. You will need an MBA to drive that business. Unless and until, okay, tomorrow the CEO is also an agent and the board is also an agent and we are living in an agent world. So you must have seen few movies, right?
Yeah, correct.
South Indian movies जहाँ पे robots are ruling the Indians. जब तक वैसा कुछ हो जाए, that's a different. Don't hold me accountable for that.
No, definitely. But the key takeaway is where there is a business, there's a human required, and an MBA will
wherever there's PNL, wherever there is money, the MBA comes.
Yeah. Okay, let's tone it down a bit. We are probably towards the end of our discussion. Given an opportunity to relive your MBA experience here at IIM Ahmedabad, would you do it? And if yes, would you do anything differently?
So you are asking me like, do I want to relive it?
Yeah, do you want to relive it? Come stay with us in dorms.
Short answer is no. Okay. You might be surprised, like, why no? I would say, like, I have lived 1 year. I made very good friends. Experienced my first year on campus. Okay, because as finance guys,
that's
there is no college.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I was like mind blown. What is this? Like, you got dorms, parties, and there is so much of fun. There is like curriculum in between. There are so many other things that goes on.
Correct.
So I have lived through it. Okay, and see, like somewhere you have to be satisfied. Like good, bad, jo bhi hua, I would say that I'm happy. I am satisfied. Okay, and no regrets. Honestly, no regrets. This could have been better. That could have been. I could have. ये कर लेता तो अच्छा होता. But yeah, so I think ठीक है. Whatever happened, good, bad, I took my share of learnings, and yeah, and pretty solid, happy.
So you don't want to do it again?
No. I have those core memories, core treasures. Okay.
As we were talking about yesterday, the second ice cream generally doesn't taste as better as the first.
Or rather, I would say it's a human greed.
It's a human
ये भी हो जाता, वो थोड़ा और मिल जाता.
It is endless.
It's endless. So somewhere like I am convinced in my mind that okay, though it was, and again it's coming from a COVID batch, we had just one full class attendance and just one exam. Okay, and if it's coming from a COVID batch that uh, we have enjoyed, okay, we have learned, we have navigated, we have seen our own COVID era challenges. Okay,
Correct.
and I still don't want to kind of uh,
Go back and do it again.
relive it. ठीक है, relive in today's setup, then that's commendable, I believe. And yeah, and possibly like with this year on campus, because I'm again a spouse, my wife is in the cohort. I'm leaving that spouse wala. And again, if you ask me,
Somewhere halfway into the MBA journey itself with your spouse.
no, I would say like I'm getting more of a resident vibe because I have a very demanding organization
Yeah, fair enough.
to manage, and I get 2-3 hours. And then I'm in that mindset. Okay, I got a gym. I have to go swim, come back. I have just so little left on my plate. I would love to take a casual walk around LKP.
100%. Best place to walk around.
So अभी मैं ना वो एक सोसाइटी रेसिडेंट जो होता है ना, who just comes
The
out.
best place to be, as a society resident. No?
Yeah, you are living essentially without maintenance. So you can pick and choose which activities you want to participate.
So that's a nice way of looking at it.
You go back to your MSH, do your office stuff. Okay. And so एक वो resident वाला feeling आ गया. But again, would I want to relive it? The answer is no. So just enjoy the moment. Yeah, like there's so much to life.
That's actually a key takeaway for me as well.
Yeah. I think for you guys, even the man behind the behind the phone, see, enjoy the moment. Like I see many people getting worried about getting distracted with too many things. Just see in a way that you are just here for the next 9 months now. All that you are worrying about will just stay behind. You will not even remember, and when you will reflect, you will regret. You will absolutely regret. Yeah, what I was even thinking about. It was just like a 10 months course, and I was worrying about everything, everything else, like apart from my priorities.
Yeah, apart from living the day.
Living the day. What are your priorities? Like just have those priorities, and that's how like you should enjoy it here. Enjoy it here, because yeah, I think the course itself is very short, and it's so rigorous that you find very little to do anything else. And if you are worried about everything else apart except your priorities,
then that's a problem.
Then it will be a regret 5 years down the line. So don't be in that zone. Just enjoy the moment, enjoy the lectures, enjoy the company. Okay, and everybody will teach you. So good, bad, ugly, like everybody is going to teach you something at the end of the day.
So we have to come or live with an open.
Be an open white paper. Just be an open book. The more the number of impressions, the better for you.
So we're not reliving it. No regrets.
No, I had the absolute best year. Like I told you, like first, like I was amused. Oh my god, these colleges are supposed to be this way. After those Karan Johar movies, like you see, so I was like 2 states. Yeah.
2 states. Yeah.
I was just mapping that Lochai Ulfat. Okay, यहाँ पे हुआ था, ठीक है. And we didn't have those Harvard states. वो पूरा under construction था. So I don't have any photo with the Harvard states. Okay.
But now you can take one.
So this year, take one. But ठीक है. But yeah, at least for CAs, I would say like just absolutely enjoy. Yeah. You already have like finance, which is like the bulk of the load. You already have an edge on it.
Correct.
Spend times exploring marketing ops, making like speaking to engineers.
Speaking to engineers, 100%.
As diverse as, not just engineers, as diverse a cohort you get in the.
You get a lot of people from defense as well. They come with absolutely,
they are like
mind-boggling perspectives that probably we may not even think of or experience in our lives.
Yeah. So I had one army guy in my Sindhi. The command that he has, the clarity, and even the other army folks are the different.
The discipline that they come with.
Discipline. Discipline is something like they get dot
correct.
Up in the morning. They have
44, 59.
Yeah. So learn from your cohort. Don't see. And again, I think a very important psyche here that as a human, we tend to leave people tend to love people who are closer to us. Okay. So, okay, somebody is from a particular region.
Correct.
Okay.
Background,
particular language.
Correct.
Okay. You start developing more affection and you start getting close to those people. But I think, okay, somewhere it's like, depends on the journey, but somewhere you are also losing on the diversity which the program is offering. Okay. So speak to everyone. You just don't know where you will connect with someone. So just to give one particular instance from your cohort. So we have Abhijit in your batch. Okay. We met at one of the gatherings in the campus, a small get together, and we got to know that okay, we are staying 200 meters apart in Hyderabad.
Oh,
okay.
What coincidence.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
Same area. Our schools are like 500 meters apart.
Wow.
Okay. And our houses are like 200 meters apart. Okay. And what a coincidence. And it took IIMA to
bring both of you together.
Yeah, to meet. So that we come and meet here.
That's what we had for you, Pawan, this evening. And, thank you for your time here. Glad you could make this time and, have a chat with all of us and for our viewers.
And I think the pleasure is mine. It's always good back to come to your home ground. Okay. Interact with students like you. Okay. Share our perspectives, share where we went wrong, what we did right. Okay. And living the matter, theek hai. There's no right or wrong in life. It's short. You will eventually learn with your own share of mistakes. Okay. But learning is important. Learning is important. If you're not learning,
there's no point.
Yeah. So again, to the viewers and even to the current cohort, I would say again, it's a very short time that you will stay on the campus. So, and again, IIMA has so much to offer. Have your priorities right. Stick to them. Speak, learn as much as you can from the kind of cohort that you have. Trust me, you're not going to find it anywhere. You are always going to find like-minded people wherever you go. So the diversity that you have here, don't see it like, yeah, he is different from me. Okay. There's a reason why people are different. Because many things shape their journeys, their education, the family, the culture. And this is the place where you get to experience it, learn it, embrace it. And there is no better place than this. First and last opportunity. Okay, but Baki, you will go to the same your CA folks. Okay.
Correct.
At least I'm in a better position. Yeah, much less a CS. At least my BU stakeholders are all chartered accountant, but I have to work. I work with data scientists.
Correct.
AML guys.
Correct.
So I'm still in a much better place, but not everyone would maybe that lucky. So embrace, enjoy this place. Make as many memories as you can. Okay. Enjoy your time here.
Just one last thing, I could think of, and priorities. There are no right or wrong priorities, according to you.
Yeah, it depends.
It's a very personal.
Depends.
Depends. Okay.
You can't expect.
Let's end with it depends.
Yeah. So see, again, there are two things. One is it depends. I won't say strategy is all about shutting doors. Life is about shutting doors and windows. Okay. So life is the more narrow you go down, the more clear you are where you want to be. The more you love your work, what you are doing in day to day, the more beautiful it's going to be. Rest everything becomes secondary. I have realized everything follows. Just follow what you are doing, what you are loving. Okay. Things will fall in place. Okay. And there is no one success metrics to life. Okay. Or even for MBA. Okay. I think it's becoming more of a philosophy, but not just life, but even for MBA. There's no right or wrong. Your priorities will be very different from somebody else. Okay. But it's important that are you sticking to your priorities? Okay. It shouldn't be khali aa rahe the, khali aa ja rahe. Take most out of the place. I think Chinmay has been standing for very long. Chinmay, anything from your side, from behind the cameras? Please, man.
All good.
All good. Any questions? He has been standing here.
It depends. So we end it depends.
I would rather conclude this at like life is the art of shutting and creating new doors. It's like you close the old ones and you see a new opportunity somewhere else. It's about shut the doors that you want to and open the doors, strive for doors where you want to be.
And there will be new doors.
There will be new doors. It's just that you have blind spots.
Yeah.
Okay. There might be some effort that might be required to push them. Open it for you.
Which naturally you would do.
Yeah. And then to फिर MBA है. It depends.
Thank you, Pawan. Thank you for your time.
Likewise.